Yeah, that's the brake fluid. Clean all that out. This thing's very handy. Oh, now that I've cleaned up the reservoir and it's got fresh fluid in there, I can flush the brakes through. Oh, that's what came out of the driver's side caliper. Yeah. Got lumps in it. Well, I was going to do the rocket cover next, and I was just looking at the air bypass and realised that this hose here wasn't actually connected to it. It was just sitting there. And there's a lot of silicon and shit in the hole. Hang on, let's show you better. What have they done with that? Who knows, that's got to be replaced. And that'll explain why cold start was so slow. It didn't really idle very fast. It was all full of air leaks and this is all fucked up. What dodgy bastards. Well, that's what was inside the hole. It's just a big wad of silicon. Dodgy bastards. That's the hole without the silicon. I think I'll do a throttle body clean on this. That's pretty horrible. Well, I've got the rocket cover off. Now, it looks like the head has been done not all that long ago. The head's perfectly clean underneath, but the rocket cover's all dirty. They didn't put a new gasket when they said they did. They just put silicon on it. The gasket's rock hard. Yes, inside the rocket cover. There's a little bit of difference between that and inside the head. I'd say they just very cheaply did a head job and nothing much else. Well, now this is off, I'm going to do the valve adjustments. As you can see, they're a bit loose. It's a fair bit of movement. And, yeah. Oh, number one set up to vinegar stroke now, so I can do both the valves on one. And if I check the inlet valve, that's as loose as anything. I can just sit that there. You can see there's a lot of movement still. You can almost hear it go tap. So that's why I'm doing this, because as someone said in a comment, it sounds a bit like a sewing machine, which I found quite amusing. Oh, that one's done. There's a bit of resistance when you move it, but not too much. So that one's nice. So one done. Got another 11 to go. Oh, the tappet adjustments are done, so hopefully it doesn't sound like a sewing machine next time I start it. So, probably clean the valve body next. I'll fix up that wire there, you can see all the loomings come off it. That's for the airflow meter, so I'll make that look pretty again. Yeah, slowly getting there. That's better. It's amazing what carby cleaner and rag can do. It's actually worked properly now. I've been cleaning out the PCV system, crankcase ventilation. Like all the little hoses were blocked, where it goes into the throttle body was blocked. And this is inside the rocket cover. I figured I might as well take off the oil baffles there. That's where the oil condenses. And there's the hole there, which goes out. Yeah, you can see how bad it is in here. So yes, they have done the head, but just neglected everything else. This is what is common these days. So I'm going to make this all nice and pretty. So yeah, I noticed the dipstick was weeping oil out. I figured the PCV was blocked, and it was. Now when I saw the dipstick there, I knew the PCV was blocked. So that's just crankcase pressure breathing out the dipstick. And it was blowing the dipstick out a little bit, and oil came out. So now it should all be good now. The system's not blocked, and the engine can breathe properly. Now I've removed all of the coolant hoses, and the thermostat, and a few other bits and bobs. So I'll go shopping tomorrow. So it can stay like this for tonight. I'll just cover it up. I'm waiting for Half Moon seals to come in. They come in tomorrow. So I put all, did all the heater hoses and all the hoses that need doing. So that's all done at the back. I haven't connected it there because I'll flush the heater coil when the rocker cover's on, just so I don't get any water in the engine. That hose is ready to go. Did the bypass hoses, as you can see, little ones here and there. There's ones underneath the manifold. See the fuel filter. Where is it? See it now. It's back there. Just see it. Yeah, there it is. So you might be able to see the other hose I did. Up there. So yes, they all join up down there. You can see that. Yeah, and did the oil pressure switch because the old one was a bit sticky and leaking. So that's underneath there. Don't know if you can see that. So yeah, it's slowly coming along. And I fixed up the air bypass because I couldn't get a new one. The best I could do was put a brass fitting in it and a rubber sleeve, and that way the new hose slides on nicely and that'll clamp on. So that'll work. I'll do more tomorrow. Well, this is the fuel filter. I'd say it's been in there a very, very, very long time by the looks of it. You don't normally see them this bad. It's horrible. I was curious, so I managed to blow that out barely. It's one of the most blocked filters I've come across. This jar was perfectly clean. This is what came out of that filter. Pretty bad. Oh, that's all the carbon I got out of the PCV system. Like out of the hoses and all that stuff. Out of the T-piece and the oil catcher in the rocker cover. So, yeah, should work much better now. This is the condition some of the heater hoses were in places where you couldn't see, and that's because the rocker cover was leaking on it, and this part was near the exhaust manifold. You can see they put something on it to try and shield the heat. That is so crusty rock hard, so surprised that didn't pop. I was very close to it, and so were a few others.